Welcome. I have some exciting news to share with you today. Well, I think it's pretty exciting news anyway. I am celebrating that I recently managed to earn major awesome sauce points. Okay, I think it's awesome sauce worthy, but I'm more than a little biased. It's the small wins in life that often go unnoticed. So I will toot my own horn, and I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back. Why not? But I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, before I get ahead of myself, let me start with introductions. I am the Chatty Olive, and joining me today is this well-loved scruffy little lion that is my youngest son's beloved baby lion. This scruffy little guy does an amazing job at keeping me company when my kiddos are not around. And he never passes on an opportunity to make it into one of our family's home videos. I am an awkward, quirky, very chatty, plant-based millennial homemaker, and I like to describe myself as an iffy homemaker. If you are wondering why I refer to myself as an iffy homemaker, then you should absolutely check out my first video, which also happens to be my introduction video. Sorry, I am currently a heavily caffeinated Chatty Olive, so I would highly recommend strapping yourself in for this fast-paced, chatty, off-the-rails roller coaster ride. Don't say I didn't warn you. On this channel, I share my many wins. On this channel, I share my many fails and my notably less frequent victories, however small, when it comes to rockin' the homemaker lifestyle. Okay, enough talking about me. Sometimes my inner chatty just can't help itself. It's time for me to share my exciting news. Okay, so what does this Chatty Olive find so awesome sauce-worthy? I recently managed to land one of the 2024 limited edition reusable red holiday Starbucks cups. Ta-da! Ooh. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It was for one day only, while supplies last, kind of a deal, and I rocked it. Boom. Add the fact that Starbucks just began not charging extra for non-dairy milk, and I'm feeling pretty savvy right now. Oh, and did I mention the other current promotion happening during the same week, where if I bought 4 of my husband's favorite drinks, the Caramel Ribbon Crunch Frappuccino, then I would earn 100 bonus stars. Okay, sorry. I just realized I might have lost you somewhere along the tracks with my awkward, quirky, run-on chattiness style. To make myself a little more clear, I earned these awesome sauce points by landing this reusable cup and saving moolah for not getting charged extra for oat milk and earning 100 bonus stars. Wait. If I feel compelled to explain how I earned awesome sauce points, is this really awesome sauce worthy? Anywho, admittedly, I did wish that my go-to chai tea lattes qualified for this 100 bonus star promotion, but it is what it is. 100 bonus stars. Seems like a pretty savvy win to me, right? Even though I feel like I have accomplished a small feat, I did unfortunately notice one big miss for Starbucks. Please let me explain. They were super busy, and I mean super busier than normal. I waited quite a bit longer than I typically do to receive my order, but I really wasn't in a big hurry anyway. I watched on as customer after customer asked why they didn't get their free reusable cup, and the answer was not pretty. In order to get this limited edition cup, you had to purchase a holiday handcrafted beverage. Okay, so why is this an issue? Let me explain. Customers were notified by email and in-app. I personally received my email on November 13th. I received my app reminder notification the day of the promotion. Here is where things start to go downhill pretty quickly. The email did have more information on the terms for this promotion. A list of qualifying drinks was supplied, and the size of the cup was listed. I will admit, I personally did not read my email for clarification purposes until after the fact. So I will admit some fault in this aspect. However, the app notification was not quite as clear. I noticed that the notification did not offer the typical green terms link in the bottom right corner of most of their notifications. I could not find any information as to what drinks were qualifying drinks and what sizes, etc. I assumed since they stated any holiday handcrafted beverage that they meant only the home for the holidays featured drinks. I also assumed the size of the cup was a grande and not a venti. I assumed this size because the cup appeared, to my eyes anyway, to be a grande, and that my cup will be served in said cup. Whoops. This is not easy, people. And that my drink would be served in said cup. I recently have replaced my go-to venti chai tea lattes with oat milk with the seasonal gingerbread oat milk latte. I really hope that this delicious seasonal flavor would be a qualifying purchase. I did notice that only the ice version was listed on their app's featured items, but I took a calculated risk. I chose to order a grande rather than my typical venti, and I was rewarded with the coveted reusable cup. Yay! Oh, and by the way, the drink was not served in said cup. However, I noticed many angry customers that were waiting forever for their orders. Like I mentioned before, it was way busier than normal. The customers were noticeably upset when they learned that their order did not qualify as a holiday handcrafted beverage. Starbucks, I hate to say it, but your promotion was not handled well. Yes, your email was clear on the terms, but your app was a complete fail in this aspect. Sure, your sales for the day probably skyrocketed. Kudos to you. However, how many of your customers left your establishment less than enthused? How many were late to work or just won't return because they feel, well, scammed? This could have been avoided. Just saying. Anywho, sorry, I did not create this video to tear apart one of my favorite go-to places. Starbucks, you truly are awesome sauce. I do love treating myself to an occasional splurge. This truly is a guilty pleasure of mine, and I admittedly fall for your promotions more often than I should. These treats are not so kind to my 40s waistline, if you know what I mean, but they are totally worth it. Starbucks, I really do appreciate your amazing products and your awesome customer service. My go-to location is amazingly consistent and never lets me down. I really appreciate that you stopped charging non-dairy customers extra. Absolute props to you. That being said, I still have another teeny tiny squabble. The end of 2024 is quickly approaching, and that seriously has me questioning, Starbucks, why does so many of your blended drinks not have vegan-friendly options? Why does a pumpkin spice latte still have condensed milk in it? I cannot even add the oh so popular pumpkin spice sauce to my chai tea lattes, as it has dairy in it. And let's be real, that would be so yummy. It really is a bummer that I don't have that as an option. On that note, why does the dark caramel sauce also have dairy in it? My husband always orders his drinks with oat milk and no whip, and he was completely unaware that he was still consuming dairy. My husband, like so many others, suffers from high cholesterol, and he thought he was being heart-healthy safe by ordering what he thought was a plant-based drink. I know, Starbucks, you offer a lot of dairy-free milk options, but a lot of your drinks have dairy in its other components. And I am completely aware that you offer an oat milk-based creamer, but those creamers just tear my stomach up. And my husband, who by the way is not lactose intolerant, has similar issues with consuming these creamers. Thanks Starbucks, but no thanks. We're gonna pass on these creamers. Maybe I'm missing the mark here. Should I just celebrate that there are milk-free options available to me and consider that a win? Okay, enough with the venting. I don't wanna come across as a Karen. Sorry for anyone with the name Karen. I truly mean no offense. I am positive you were a super awesome human. I am aware that this is a first world problem, and I am fortunate enough to be in a situation where I can comfortably afford to treat myself, especially for my husband and my day dates. Hey, when you are a family of 5 and you have a sensory child, a day date is definitely cause for celebration. I will most definitely continue to celebrate the fact that there is no longer a non-dairy upcharge. Thank you, Starbucks. It is greatly appreciated. I am still super stoked about my limited edition reusable cup. Who wouldn't be? I mean, come on. This cup is pretty awesome. And I know to most people, it's such a small, insignificant thing, but a win is a win. Please let me know in the comments. Were you able to land one of these awesome reusable cups? Maybe you agree with my sentiments, or maybe I'm way off base here. Well, thanks for chatting with me and my scruffy little friend. We look forward to chatting again soon. Oh snap, I almost forgot to mention that I filmed this video on my Osmo Pocket 3.
And I use the script as my editing
tool. Both are super awesome and easy to use even for this chatty newbie. Now I don't have to stress out my amazing husband asking him to edit my crazy, messy, headache-inducing, overly chatty videos. I hope you enjoyed seeing my many awkward filming bloopers, and that you got a good laugh at my shenanigans. If my awkward, quirky, run-on chattiness style is your jam, then please encourage my inner chatty by liking and subscribing. What are you waiting for? Go out there and create your own YouTube videos. If this Chatty Olive can do it, then anyone can. Until next time, stay chatty.